All right, old school NBA fans, self-research, NBA facts. Got another video for you. As always, thanks to anybody who watches my videos, subscribes to my channel. I really appreciate it. I want to give a special thanks to Eric5556. Thank you so much for the super thanks. That was really generous of you. Thank you. Before I get on this video here, I wanted to say something real quick. There's something that's kind of affected a lot of people. Jordan derangement syndrome. It's real and it is powerful. If you guys have seen anyone who looks like this, tell them to get help. There is help available. I got a number for you. It's 1-800-747-7633. Please get the help you need. Thank you. In this video here, talking about the wing players, all-time great wings. Not point guards, but I'm just talking about wings. Shooting guards and small forwards, that's going to be Dr. J, LeBron James, Larry Bird, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. Okay. Most people consider them the best wings ever. I would say, who else you got? Not Kevin Durant. Don't even try it. So these guys, at various points in their career, had to go up against big men, centers, elite Hall of Fame centers. Some played more than others. Some did better than others. So I thought, why not just compare? Does anything stand out among them? Let's take a look. Dr. J, he played 37 playoff series, and that includes the ABA. 21 of his 37 playoff series, he played against a Hall of Fame center. That's a fact. And he didn't have a Hall of Fame center except for a little window of about, 2-3 years with Moses Malone, because one of those years he was actually hurt for the playoffs. That's it. Otherwise, he didn't have a Hall of Fame. He had Caldwell Jones for most of it, and then he had Moses for, a few years. Then I think there was Mike Gaminsky or whatever it was in the later 80s. These are the centers that Dr. J went up against in his career. And if you don't think that this matters, you don't know basketball. Who's back there protecting the rim absolutely matters a lot. He went up against Artis Gilmore twice, Zelmo Beatty, Dave Cowens twice, Moses Malone, Dan Issel, also Bill Walton, Wes Unseld twice, Bob McAdoo, Kareem 3 times, Robert Parrish 3 times, Bob Lanier 3 times, and Jack Sikma. That's 21 of his 37 series he played against a Hall of Fame center. In those 21 series, he had a record of 13-8 and an individual game record of 65-49. So he did really well in those situations, no doubt about it. How about Larry Bird? Larry Bird, in his 32 playoff series, faced 14 Hall of Fame centers. He faced Moses Malone 3 times, Artis Gilmore, Bob Lanier twice, Spencer Haywood. He also had to play against Kareem 3 times, Olajuwon, Jack Sikma, Patrick Ewing twice. He played a fair amount of good centers, great centers. His record in his 14 series was 10-4 with an individual game record of 45-29. So that's pretty good. Now, Bird had a Hall of Fame center for basically his whole career. In fact, he did. I think his rookie year, he had Dave Cowens in there, even though he was kind of on his last leg or whatever. Still, he had Dave Cowens, and then he had Robert Parrish, of course, the rest of his career. Michael Jordan, in his 37 playoff series, he played against 14 also Hall of Fame centers. He played against Robert Parrish twice, Jack Sikma, Patrick Ewing 5 times, Alonzo Mourning 3 times, Shaquille O'Neal twice, and Dikembe Mutombo. And of those 14 series, Michael Jordan was 11-3, with an individual game record of 42-22. And of course, 2 of his first 3 playoff series ever, he got Robert Parrish right off the bat. Kobe Bryant, I got him at 38 series. I took out the 97 and the 98 seasons because he wasn't a starter. Of the 38 series that Kobe played, 14 were against Hall of Fame centers. Now, it's Also, something I should have noted at the beginning, but I'm going to note it now. I did not include the European centers because a guy like Arvydas Sabonis was either way past his prime, or a player like a Vlade Divac. Come on, he's not an NBA Hall of Famer. He might have been when they include all the international stuff, but no, we're not doing that. If Kobe's 14, he played against Keem Olajuwon, older, but still, David Robinson 4 times, Dikembe Mutombo, Yao Ming twice, Ben Wallace, Kevin Garnett twice, Tim Duncan twice, because he was definitely playing center by then. Duncan was the center in, I guess it would have been like 08, 09, that kind of thing. Dwight Howard once. And Kevin Garnett, he may have technically been power forward on Boston, but he was the rim protector. He won Defensive Player of the Year in 2008. Kobe played him in 08 and 10. When he played Garnett on Minnesota, clearly the power forward, no doubt. But of his 14 series against Hall of Fame centers, Kobe's got a good record of 10-4 and an individual game record of 44 and 30. I was a little generous with Kobe with the whole Garnett and Duncan thing. You know, are they a power forward? Are they a center? I just decided to include them as centers. I did the same thing with LeBron, because if I don't, you're going to see how pathetic his record is against Hall of Fame centers. Not good at all. And this is a dude who claims he can guard 1 through 5. Okay, LeBron, sure. In fact, here's a video right here of LeBron trying to deal with 1 through 5.
James works on Turkoglu. Howard blocked it practically.
Says he's the toughest guy on the team. And he really played a terrific game in that clincher against the Pacers. Hollins lobs it in. Garnett catches, and Garnett banks it in.
Well, after the free throw, Garnett, little push, get some separation, good pump fake. Good.
Rondo, nice entry pass. Garnett gets it to go.
Here they switch. James goes on to Garnett. Rondo does a good job of finding Garnett on the seal and the mini jump hook. You've got to get paint catches after switches. And
Boston had a 15-point first-half lead. Nice entry pass. Garnett the finish. Talking about ball movement. When you play against good defensive teams in the half court, it's so critical because both teams excellent help defenders. Garnett gets the bounce.
Garnett's having to guard a perimeter guy, which takes the shot blocking off the floor.
Nice pass, and Garnett the finish. His partner in crime going.
And he talked about it with Doris at halftime that oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't think so. You're no match for those guys down low. You might have the size and the strength, but you don't have the height. And that's something that's desperately needed, at least back in that era, when posting up, playing in the paint was such a big part of the game. Now, yeah, it doesn't matter. You could have a 6'5" guy play center. In fact, I think I've seen teams do that. Joke. LeBron James has played 54 playoff series. 54. He played 12 against Hall of Fame centers. And I'm being very generous by doing that. Very generous. His 12 he played against are Ben Wallace, that would have been in 06. Tim Duncan 3 times. Again, I'm calling Duncan a center in 07, 13, and 14. Definitely he was in 13 and 14. And Kevin Garnett 4 times. Garnett, same thing, from 08 to probably 13, 14, whatever. He was more or less the rim protector. And he was actually listed as a center in a lot of those seasons. Dwight Howard and Nikola Jokic 3 times. So of the 12 series, his record is 4-8. His individual game record, 28-40. Now, while LeBron may not have technically had a Hall of Fame center, other than like Ben Wallace played for him a little while, Shaq played 1 season when he was older, but players like Anthony Davis absolutely was playing some center for a little while. Even Chris Bosh was playing center for a little while. If anybody wants to squabble about Garnett and Duncan, and you took them out, just say, well, Duncan's really a power forward. You can't put him in at center. Okay, take him out then. Same thing with Garnett. Take him out then. You know what LeBron's record would be without playing against Duncan and Garnett? 1-4. 1 win against Jokic. So he'd be 1-4 if we take out his series against Garnett and Duncan. So I'm being generous by even doing that. 4-8, only 12 series out of 54. He just has not had to play against high-level centers. Just, landed in his favor. Good for him. An individual game record of 28-40. I wouldn't call that all that great. Now, as the lower seed, LeBron lost every time. He had to be the higher seed to win these series. No doubt about it. And, you look at a player like Michael Jordan, and yeah, most of the ones that he won was as the higher seed. But there were some that he wasn't. Like Alonzo Mourning in 1995, he was the lower seed. He was the 5, while Charlotte was the 4 seed. 93 against Patrick Ewing. Ewing was the 1 seed, and the Bulls were the 2 seed. So there's a couple right there. He won that he wasn't the higher seed with home court advantage. So, but with LeBron, he has to have home court advantage to beat a Hall of Fame center. That's just how it is. The way it's been his whole career. So he's only playing a Hall of Fame center 22.22% of the time. And then when he plays them, he's got a 4-8 record. Exactly. And that's being on super teams, #1 record in the NBA. I mean, what can I tell you? The only times he probably wasn't was maybe these last couple times with Jokic, and then maybe 06 against Ben Wallace, 07 finals against Duncan, and maybe 08 when they played Garnett. Every other time, he's the higher seed. Every time. So, I don't know what to tell you. That's all I got for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If you wouldn't mind sharing the video, that would be excellent. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. I've been given daily content. And please don't let Jordan derangement syndrome get to you. You saw the number. Until next time.